And it is so nice to be in a field looking at the work that we did last season and knowing that it's almost ready to harvest. It is so exciting, guys. Come a little bit closer. Let me show you exactly what I'm looking for. Hey guys, Sean from Living Seeds, your seed guru. This is our third installment in our garlic harvest series. We are so close, guys, and this is the time where you make or break a fantastic garlic harvest. I'm walking down my Tuscan garlic block, and as you can see, this Tuscan, it's about 50% of the leaves are dry, 50% are still green. This is the one indication you are looking for. We've done a couple of test pulls this morning, and Tuscan we are probably harvesting in maybe 10 days time. And I'm going to show you what we are looking for specifically on Tuscan, because this is the first variety that you are going to be harvesting. It is early morning on Living Seeds Farm. It is so awesome to be sitting or kneeling in a crop like this and knowing that the work that we put in last season is coming to fruition. I'm going to show you exactly what we're looking for so that you guys know what to look for to get the best garlic harvest possible. Looking at this little patch of Tuscan, there is so much going on here that we need to take into consideration when looking at our garlic harvest. Here's a plant that's fallen over, and if I pull this plant maybe a little bit more, the garlic comes out. Now you could see that I had to actually apply some effort to that garlic, and there wasn't a clean root shear, but this plant has already fallen over, and the entire plant is almost dead, but it still gave me some resistance. So what I want you to do is, if you have any flowers that are coming through, just pull the flowers off. Don't let the garlic plant waste energy on the flower. But 50% of this plant is dry. If we have a look, let's put it in front over here where you can see 50% of this plant is dry. If you pull the plant still doesn't want to come out of the ground. So that tells you that the garlic hasn't finished increasing in bulb size. But if we open up at the bottom over here, I mean, check at the size of that garlic. It is absolutely fantastic, but it still doesn't want to come out. Let's cover it up. We still need to wait. Joshua and I walked through the fields this morning. We reckon we are about 10 days away to harvest Tuscan garlic. We're now in the middle of October. Today's the 16th of October. We're 10 days away from our garlic harvest. There are questions popping up. We see a lot of questions popping up on Facebook. I would like to shoot a video in 5 days' time to answer all of your questions. If you have any questions, leave them below. We will include them in that video so that we can answer your questions so that you get the best harvest possible. This is a field of Spanish white, and Spanish white is another one of our really early varieties. It's one of the indicator varieties that you can use to understand when your garlic harvest season is going to be starting. This is especially true for the guys that have bought our garlic hampers with multiple varieties of garlic, and Tuscan and Spanish white are going to be your indicator varieties. So what you want to be doing is just grab the plant, give it a bit of a tug, and what you'll find is that those roots are still holding inside the soil. What that tells you is that the garlic is just not ready to be harvested yet. Leave the garlic in the ground for that extra week, extra 10 days. What's going to happen is the bulbs are going to still continue expanding. The garlic is going to mature inside the soil, which means that you get fantastic storage garlic. Guys, the only other thing that you guys need to take into consideration with your garlic harvest now is root rot. I'm going to take you up into our show garden where we have simulated root rot for you so that you can see one of the late season or the early harvest problems that you guys are encountering. This is a row of Egyptian pink, and it's a trial row. We do a number of trials every year, and this is one of our trial rows, and it allows us to learn things about garlic. But what a lot of people are seeing is they're seeing that the garlic plants are bent over like this. And what's happened over here is the wind has actually snapped these necks over here. With the neck falling over, a lot of people believe that the neck has fallen over, it's time to harvest the garlic. However, if you look at the garlic, 50% of the garlic plant is not brown. And if we take this one that's bent over and try and pull it, this garlic is just not coming out of the ground. What that tells you is that even though the necks have bent over, the garlic plant is not ready to harvest yet. Guys, please do the pull test on the garlic. If the garlic is not pulling out of the ground, the garlic is not ready. Like I mentioned now with our pink trial block, we have a couple of trial blocks, and these two are both Tuscan garlic. So at the top, we planted our main crop of Tuscan garlic on the 14th of March. This line over here was the 1st of April, and this line over here was the 8th of May. So we've got 3 different planting times, and we're generating a lot of information from the garlic with these planting times. But also, the reason why I've brought you over here is to show you that this Tuscan, this is the Tuscan that was planted on the 1st of April. This Tuscan has fallen over, and still I can't pull the plants out of the ground yet. But they have blown over, and the reason why it's blown over is because of the wind action. Living Seeds is South Africa's heirloom garlic supplier. We grow over 30 varieties of garlic for you. Our goal is to give you the shortest path to success. These videos are the way that you get the shortest path to success. Like and subscribe. We'll make sure that you get the videos. We're in the Living Seeds show garden. This is our garlic trial bed, and we have planted 21 garlic varieties. These 21 garlic varieties were the varieties that we supplied you guys last season, which is the beginning of January this year. And this is really not the right place to do a trial like this, but we don't have any other space on the farm that we can abuse garlic like this. And what we've done is we've tried to simulate an incredibly wet environment. So this garlic has been overwatered. And if you look at this garlic, we're going to do a slow pan on the garlic. If you look at this garlic, the garlic actually looks stunted, first of all. The second thing is that this garlic has been severely overwatered, and we have simulated root rot. Let me show you what that looks like. Let me give you an idea of how badly this garlic has been abused. This garlic has been watered every single day. Down in the fields, the garlic gets watered 2, maybe 3 times a week if it's a really dry week. But twice a week it gets watered for 3 hours with our drip irrigation system. This garlic every single day. Now, what you can see is that the garlic looks like it's ready to harvest. If we just take this garlic and we pull it, this garlic comes out, and you can see that there are no roots. This root rot is going to cause your garlic not to store. And what's going to happen is you're introducing fungal issues inside your soil. We are not going to be using this piece of ground for garlic for a very, very long time, but this is something that we really wanted to show you guys. These 2 varieties, this is Susan Delafield, this is California White Softneck. These varieties are well over a month away from harvest. However, the garlic, if you look at the garlic, that one's got roots. This one, you can see the roots are actually starting to rot over here. This one, that one's got roots. That one's got roots. That one's got no roots. The garlic is looking miserable, absolutely miserable. This one, most of the roots have rotted away. There's 3 healthy roots left over here. So this is what happens when you overwater your garlic. Let's talk a little bit about watering garlic. So this bed over here has been watered every single day. The garlic has been overwatered. You can see the garlic is not happy. And this is especially for the guys down in the Cape, where you guys are getting winter rainfall and you might still be watering your garlic. If you guys are getting winter rainfall, you're getting 2 nice rain showers a week, don't water your garlic. Let the garlic use the water that's inside the soil. When you start overwatering the garlic, you're going to start having root rot issues like this. And this garlic actually doesn't smell nice. This is not garlic I don't know what we're going to do with this garlic, but we're not going to be using this garlic for a proper garlic harvest. One of the biggest problems with garlic that stays in the field when the garlic is ready, and this garlic actually isn't ready to come out of the ground, but one of the biggest issues that you're going to have is that you're going to start losing wrapper leaves. So if you look over here, and I'm just wiping it away with my finger, and a lot of this garlic doesn't smell lekker. A lot of this over here, this rotting, is causing issues with the ability for the garlic to store, and depending on what this rotting is, and it doesn't look like it's a pathogen, it just looks like it's some kind of organic rot. But if this was some kind of pathogen, if you were seeing green or blue rot on the garlic, this is a mold or a fungus that's going to go into your soil. It's going to live inside your soil, and what's going to happen is that that fungus or pathogen will be there forever. Living Seeds is South Africa's largest garlic variety supplier. Largest garlic. Living Seeds is the largest garlic supplier. Guys, if you enjoy... Let's do that again.